Before starting this video, I just wanted to show you something that I made today. I usually go for a walk on like a Tuesday morning, Wednesday morning, and the weather is proper muggy. So instead, because I woke up so early, I decided to go onto YouTube and make my first proper like large granny square, and I'm honestly in shock of how this has like turned out. I love it so much. I am tempted to even like stitch it on a jumper that I've got and maybe put like a little gem in the middle. I don't know. It's like a proud parent. I'm just so proud of this. But anyway, let's get on with the video. Yes. Guten Tag, beautiful people. I have been going through my fabrics recently because I have a bunch of made to order custom designs to do, and I'll show you the details in a minute because they are fabulous. And then when I was trying to pull some fabrics together for tea towel kits, I realised that I don't have enough of the right colours of fabrics. So today we are doing some fabric shopping. Yes. And I swear I can hear people through the screen going, hey, didn't you say like 2025 was going to be the no fabric buying year? If I show you my stash, which I actually organised yesterday, it's a bit of a hate-love job because I hate the process. I hate pulling all the fabrics, I hate folding fabrics, but I do love the final like effect because it just looks so neat and tidy. And I'll tell you what I did do. I have obviously shifted a lot of fabric in tea towel kits and dresses and things like that, that the whole top rail of the like square thing that I've got has gone. And I do think my aim is still to just have like only the top grid and maybe the top two shelves full of fabric, and then the rest is clean. And I think that is super achievable. But the reason why I feel like I need more fabric is because a lot of the fabrics that I have are what I call filler fabrics. So fabrics that they're really great with matching other fabrics, but they're not bold enough to be on their own. So bad at explaining. So I'm just trying to find the right colours, the right prints to match my other fabrics. And I actually had a thought that maybe I can go through some of my tea towels and maybe actually like pair designs like right now. And that way that when it comes to the next tea towel drop, even though it's going to be heavily reduced to like maybe like 5 designs rather than 12, it will give me like a really good idea of what colours to look for, what fabrics to look for, and yes. So first let me show you those tea towels that a customer sent in from America, which is always amazing. So I've got this one. What? This one is absolutely gorgeous. If I had this in my stash, I wouldn't sell it. Now I'm going to show you how organised my stash now looks, and I will pick out some colours that I kind of desperately need, especially red. I have like no red, but I'll show you. Yes. Welcome to my stash. So I have started to write down colours that are really missing from my stash. I've tried to colour coordinate it, so obviously you've got like your teals and blues here, you've got more teals and blues, sort of like the peachy creams, the kind of like sagey mint greens. That's a little bit mixed, but I don't have a lot of red, so red is right on my list, and I would love some maybe 2 different shades of red, sort of like a darker red and a bright red. I have a lot of tea towels that have a lot of bright red in, but I actually don't have like barely any just red. I've got this like 1950s, I'm gonna pull it out. I've got like 1950s print, but again, it's not overall red. So I'm gonna look out for that. With my search, I try to really be specific in shades. So like I've got Cadbury purple. So again, I don't really have any Cadbury purple, so that's on my list. Mustards and yellows. I feel like with my tea towel kits recently, there's been a lot of like 1970s kind of colours, like orange, greens, mustards. So I don't have much of it at all. I've got like tiny little snippets of it, as you can see here, but not, yeah, mustard yellow, some like lighter purples. Again, it's a very popular colour in my designs, so definitely need that. Green, oh my god, I know I've got like bits of green here, but again, the 70s colours is meaning that I don't have a lot of olive greens. I don't have much of these kind of greens, which are in the tea towel, some of the tea towel kits, like that green there. It's probably very similar to that green there, and I don't have any of that, so that is a priority today. And then pinks, I just have lots of very like faded pinks. I don't have much of the like punchy pinks, so that is again on the list. And I'm trying to not like buy too much, because obviously I want to reduce my stash, but I feel like if I just keep giving one of the same shade of something, then it's not that interesting and not very me. So I am justifying why I'm buying these things. And then you might look at my stash and think, no way do you need blue, because I do have blue here, 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 here as well. God, I have even a little bit there as well. But once again, I don't have many punchy blue colours. So yes, plan for today is we are going to go to my favourite charity shop, which is very local to me. I haven't been in ages, and it is hit and miss with textiles, but you just never know. Then we're going to go to this DIY shop which sells dye-on dyes, because sometimes if I can't find the colours online, then I will just dye textiles so it becomes a new fabric for me. And I bought these for another project, but it's punchy pink and it's Cadbury purple, so if I really can't find anything on Vinted or eBay today, then we're doing this. And I've been so good that I have actually organised, there's like a little pile right there that have textiles that are just a bit plain, have like minimal designs. And if I've got like a lot of it, then I'll sometimes dye it and it becomes a new fabric. So let's head off to my local charity shop. Let's go. Thought I'd take this little thread out with me. So I couldn't film too much in Roy Castle because they must have had like a child's reading session thing. So there was like kids by the books for ages. So I obviously didn't want to get their faces on camera. So doesn't matter. I got this little tin. I say little, quite a big tin. Oh, it's on hinges. I thought it was going to come off. Fabulous. I actually want this to go in the studio somewhere. Maybe on top of there. That could be quite cute. I just got to figure out what I want to put in it. But let's put it up. It's the simple pleasures. And then what else did I get? I got red. very tablecloth like. I think this was something hand. Oh, it's a skirt. Well, someone's done like a handmade skirt but hasn't like fully done it. But it's even got the whole thingamablob. So I'm gonna unpick all the darts and seams and use that as fabric. Give that a good wash. This is this. This is this. This is what I got from well, I showed you in there. Oh my god, it's even got a needle. A free needle. This looks like another handmade skirt. I mean, it has been absolutely munched by the moths. Don't know if you can see, but there's loads of little moth holes, which isn't great, but patchwork is amazing because you can just cut around them. Fabulous. This is absolutely stunning and perfect. So this kind of like khaki olive green is exactly what I'm looking for. So I'm really chuffed with that, and the blues are proper vibrant. So that's going to fit in really nicely with my stash. And then lastly, which again I think you saw on the camera, this gorgeous, gorgeous fabric. This almost goes together quite well. Like, that goes together really well. And again, it's got like the little mustards, it's got blues, so really chuffed with that. And I only spent, minus the little tin thing, so on fabric, I only spent £8.50 for all of these pieces. So I'm really happy with that. Now I've got myself a lovely big cup of tea, and I've got my list, and I'm now gonna go on Vinted and kind of screen record it, put it here, and just do a little bit of shopping. I'm trying to not spend too much. I think the £100, £150 mark I'll be happy with, and I just want to get a couple of really key fabrics. And what I usually look for are curtains, bedding, some secondhand like fabric remnants as well. The only thing, I mean, I love Vinted, but the only thing that's really annoying is the fabric, because they don't really have a category for fabric, which is so silly because it would do so well on there. So a lot of people try and hide the fabric listings within household textiles like curtains and tablecloths, even though it's fabric remnants. So Vinted, sort it out. So I'm going to go ahead, screen record, and literally show you everything that I will be buying. Let's go. So I've decided I'm going to dye all of these fabrics, half this purple, half this pink. I have no idea how it's going to turn out. I have dyed a lot of fabric before, and usually if it's got like a little floral pattern like that, it does like cover it, but I think it looks really nice. So, and plus this is all very like boring to me, so let's go ahead and dye it. And once it's all dry, I'll show you how they turn out. Hopefully good. Just realised I've literally carried this little bit of thread all the way to Alton Road and back. I'm gonna keep it there and take it wherever I go. Alright, I'm gonna place myself here and get screen recording, and let's go shopping. I don't know why I have so many notifications. I've actually put some favourites there, which I will have a look a little bit later. So let's look for bright red. So I usually go on search and go on home, textiles, and then let's just do curtains. I feel like you get a lot of fabric with curtains, so they are really good. And also, as a little tip, obviously a lot of curtains come with the little lining, the little cotton lining piece. So what you just saw there, that little pile, some of the stuff included in that are curtain linings, which you can just dye and use as fabric. It's amazing what you can do. So as you can see here, we've got a bunch of curtains. So I like vintage curtains usually, so I usually type in vintage curtains and then go along the top. Oh my goodness, that is lovely. Okay, we're going to favourite that. But no, we're staying focused. Right, let's go for red. I go for multi and red because I don't mind sort of like a mix of colours in there. As long as like the main colour is red. Okay, I think maybe because I've clicked on multi, it's not giving me any red, so let's go back to red. Okay, let's have a look. I am usually drawn to very bold designs. Yeah, that's bar cloth, I think that's how you say it. I should know, again, I do this every time. I should research how things are said before just like going right in and just saying them, because I look silly. Right. I do like ones which have like black and red. There are a lot of designs that do have black and red, but we are not going to go for that. That's nice. Is that too satiny? Which is quite hard to work with sometimes, so I'm just going to favourite it for now. Oh, look at that. Oh, that, not the right material, but that is a gorgeous print. Polka dot, I do have a lot of polka dot, so I might try and stay clear. You can't go wrong with a bit of floral. That's really nice. That's really nice. And I can see just from like the back of the fabric, that's like a really nice like cotton. And there's 3 yards of it. So that's quite a lot. Okay. Okay, do you know what? I'm just going to go ahead, because this might be really boring for you. I'm just going to go ahead and just go through my list of colours and favourite them all, and then I will come back and show you all of my favourites, and then maybe I can show you how I make offers, hopefully get bundles and things like that. So I will see you in a minute. I am officially shopped out. I swear I've been on this app for like 2 hours just favouriting everything, it feels like. So I have got loads of favourites to go through. I've got my list, and I'm going to screen record my favourites and what I end up buying and how much I'm buying it for. So as you can see, I have a lot of things favorited. Oh my goodness. And as you can see, I've done it in the colours like the reds, blues, greens. Yeah. Okay, right, we've got to the end finally. And I've done a mixture of tea towels as well, just because, like I said before, when I was organising all of my fabrics, I noticed that there are some tea towels that will never go with the fabrics. So I've kept that in mind. So if we look at the reds, let's head to the reds. So we've got this for £8, that for 18, that for 14. And then if you go all the way up, there's actually some more reds that I went on to curtains first, table linen, and then I went into the bedding category as well. I've seen this and I actually think I am going to buy this just because it looks like it's got like little cherry blossoms. I have noticed that there are hearts on it, and I don't know if that's just a bit too cheesy. I might put an offer in. If we scoot down to the reds again, I think this is going to be a bit too satiny. It's about 2 meters in length, which is quite a lot for £8. And I do really like it. I quite like this little curtain set as well. Oh, and then you've got this as well. This is so hard. Oh my god. Right, okay, we can do yellows, can't we? Can't we? God, there are so many nice greens. Oh no. What have I done? I got an offer for this. I just can't tell what material that purple is, but it is gorgeous. I'm going to see if they've got anything else. Okay, that's all they've got. They've offered £5. So I think maybe we could buy that. Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to go through, buy it, and I will tell you all the totals and all the pictures of everything that I've bought. Let's do that, because honestly we could be here for the whole day, knowing me. But yeah, let's do that. reporting to you from my floor because I fancied it. And it's also the next day because I was having loads of issues with Vinted last night. I was trying to make offers, I was trying to buy, and it just kept coming up with a error message, which is fab. But it fixed itself late at night, so I ended up buying everything, and I thought I can just show you what I got and how much I spent. Let's go. So you obviously saw me buy those purple curtains. I got them for £8.44, including buyer protection fee and postage. Obviously a lot of these items are curtains and bedding, which are quite heavy, so the postage is going to be quite a lot. Next we have these green pair of curtains. I just really like the green, the kind of light and dark green. I feel like it will blend in very well with some other greens that I have, and that was also £8.44. And then again, going along with the green theme, I found these sort of like mint sage kids curtains, which have like little flowers, little ditzy flowers, and that cost £7.39. Then I got these St. Michael's vintage curtains for technically a fiver. I mean, £8.24 if you want to include all the postage and stuff, but for that print I think is a really good bargain. Okay, I spent £15.79 on these blue curtains. It has loads of different shades of blue, so again with patchwork I can cut around or cut the lengths of what colours I want. So if I want the dark blue that I can see there, I can. If I want the light blue, if I want all of the blue, it's all in one pattern. So even though it costs £15.79, I still think that's more of a bargain because I can mix it more with my fabrics. Yes. And you know at the start of the video when I clicked on those curtains, I ended up buying them. So £13.69, and they've got some lovely yellowy greens in and bits of pink in. So again, I feel like I've ticked off my colours. I'm really excited about these, and I paid £7.39 for them. And they're like bottle green with like little gold stars. Yeah, really excited about them. And then we've got these mustard yellow Dunelm curtains. I think I got them so cheaply. I think they were £1.50, but the overall cost was £4.24. And again, mustard, great colour, and it's like checkered, so again it's like different shades. I can mix it with my stuff. Fab. Then I went on a bit of a red frenzy. Jesus Christ. I got this lovely red curtain fabric. It cost £9.49, which is a little bit expensive for only like 1.5 meters, but again, I know I already have designs that I'm going to work it into, so that was why I justified it, or how I justified it even. Then I got a bundle for £12.64, and I got this lovely red polka dot fabric. Then I got this brown floral piece. I did say I was looking for a little bit of brown, so I ended up getting that. I don't have a lot of brown, so I thought I'll get these curtains, which cost me a total of £14 and 2p. Now, this was a little bit more expensive. I paid, how much did I pay for these? £18.94. These look like they're in really good condition. But yeah, I'm very excited about that, and I'm also excited about the little hooks that come with it. I think I can upcycle something really cool with them, so that would be like a little challenge for me. So that was everything on Vinted, and then on eBay I bought 2 tea towels. I went for this hedgehog tea towel. From the same buyer I bought another tea towel which is quite mustard, red, white, because those are very popular colours in my designs, so I bought them as well. So overall I spent £162 and 91p on new textiles. And I know I did say my budget was between 100 and 150, and I have obviously gone over budget by a little bit, but I don't really do like big spends like this, especially not recently. I haven't bought fabric in ages, and my amount of fabric has decreased a lot. I mean, it might not look it, but my fabric used to go all the way to the top here. It used to absolutely pack out the bottom shelf, which could probably be distributed in this part. And I have a section over there which are like my tea towel final designs part. That is empty. And I do think you can overconsume on fabrics. Of course you can. You can overconsume on anything. But I do think that if I didn't have these like bits of bold fabrics to match my filler fabrics or low volume fabrics, then things wouldn't sell, in my opinion. And my goal is still to completely reduce this stash. So, and by having it so organized like this, it really does help me pick out tea towels to match certain colors and things like that. And yeah, that is still my goal. My goal is to really reduce this. And again, I still think that's achievable. And I think with the bold fabrics, I feel like they will go really well with my low volume fabrics. And yeah, I feel like I'm over explaining. I'm so sorry. But I really hope you enjoyed this little behind the scenes of how I buy fabrics, secondhand fabrics for my stuff. And maybe this process might help you for things like patchwork or upcycling. So this is how I usually work. I get it organized into colors, and then I get my tea towels, and it just really helps me keep organized, which is a rarity. If you like this kind of stuff, please consider subscribing. Please consider liking and commenting. It really does help. And I will see you next time. Bye.